Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Pierce. Heinrich is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Wembenyama. And for Anchorage, we've got Donovan Clingan. Barkley is out there with Pippen. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Price in at the 1 spot. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doors, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Now here's Heinrich.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
First team foul.
Anchorage on D. Three-pointer. Heinrich buries it from three-point range.
Well, Heinrich is a pretty consistent shooter beyond the arc. His team knows he's good for a few of those per game.
Barkley right side. Over Wembenyama. Pippen with the steal. 3-on-3. Price looking it over. Pippen sets a screen for Price. Here's Barkley. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Anchorage, they won their last contest, that game against the Utah Jazz. McGrady up top. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here is Barkley. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
No way, says Wembenyama. Not on my block.
Lets it go with a 3. Barkley grabs the board. For Anchorage, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wilkins passes to Barkley. It's Pippen on the wing. Pierce covering. Clingan with the bounce pass. Takes a 3. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here is McGrady. And that comes off the assist by Pierce.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside? Now it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And that one, good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Wembenyama. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. And that one's good. McGrady.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Pass to Clingan. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Get out of his way.
No way the D is going to slow him down. Pierce with it. He has yet to score. And Wembenyama outside. Here's McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Heinrich. Barkley grabs the board. For Anchorage, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Top of the key, Jennings. Releases. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here is Barkley. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Now here's Wilkins, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Price outside. Klingon the screen for Price. To the paint. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Price. Price has got 3 assists in the game. Driving the lane, and the call on the shot it sends him to the line. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Anchorage shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Price, he's checked in for Donovan Klingon. Good on the second free throw. The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Jennings wide open, and the Hornets miss again.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
It's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Hornets trail by 3. Now Turkoglu. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Pass to Champagny. Shot clock at 5. To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. Houston can't get it to go. Anchorage leading by 3. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Anchorage.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes. I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Dunleavy's check in for the Hornets. Crawford comes in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Dunleavy. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Off with the layup.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Houston. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And it's Anchorage. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from Anchorage in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And as it goes out of bounds, Anchorage able to keep the ball here. Anchorage ball. Pass to Pajemski. Walker a screen. Clock at 6. On the wing, Walker. Anchorage needs to get a shot off. Puts up a deep three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Crawford. Dunleavy is up there with Victor Wembanyama. And there's Heinrich. Wembanyama throws it down.
I'd say that's impossible, but he does this every night, folks. Victor Wembanyama.
Nice passes to Walker. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Wojemski's got the lead up to 8 now for Anchorage.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Price following the score by Jamal Crawford. And now the first timeout called here for Anchorage. And Anchorage making a change here. Pippin's checked in. Pierce is checked in for Charlotte. McGrady comes in for Jamal Crawford. Stolen. And now in transition is Heinrich. Here we go. Pierce dishes to McGrady. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Wilkins is checked in for Anchorage. Here's McGrady. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
And the second free throw, good. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat. Teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Price outside to the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Going to be on Tracy. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
It's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even as a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking and the game continues on.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the strike. Here's Pierce. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Heinrich. Back to Pierce. Wembanyama, a screen on Pippen. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama fighting for it.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Walker. He sinks the 11-footer. And Anchorage leads by 5.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Pierce feeling it out a bit. And Heinrich has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Anchorage. Heinrich against Price. There's the pick. Outside, Walker. The 3. It's hauled in by McGrady. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Celtics. For three, Heinrich drains it from beyond the arc. Heinrich's got 6 points.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Barkley, he's checked in for Anchorage. Pajemski's coming in for Mark Price. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Walker finds Pajemski. Out to Barkley. Walker in the corner. From past the arc.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
Here's McGrady. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And stolen by Jennings. McGrady against Barkley. They get it back. Chandler, the pass to McGrady. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Walker. For Anchorage, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Cousins. Chandler with the block.
Well, tremendous instincts and great position. Chandler scoping that one the entire way.
Jennings looking around. Here's Champagnie. Shoots the three. And he's good on the three ball. Champagnie's got himself on the board with 3 there.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Barkley left side. And Cousins kicks to Barkley. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Pierce. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Now a timeout call by Anchorage. And some changes for Anchorage. Klingon comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Price in for Brandon Pajemski. Now, here's Price. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pippen, the pass to Barkley. Looking to end the run. Now, Klingon puts the move on. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Inside, Klingon. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
They double him with Price. Here's Champagnie. From outside, off the mark. Anchorage trails by 3. Price outside. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Barkley. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets on top. They lead by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
When you've got two great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Roof, roof.
Roof, roof. Two big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, guys, Donovan Clingan has been really making it happen.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Here's Price. You've got Price. Bringing his out there with Barkley. Then it's Pippen. And it's Wilkins in at the 2 spot. And yes, it's good. Pippen's got the first bucket of the third here for Anchorage.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And for the Hornets, here's out there with Wemby. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Heinrich. Now here's Pippen. Pass to Price. Here's against Pippen to the middle. Here's Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Charlotte trailing. And here is McGrady. It's up a 3. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. McGrady's got 12 points in the game. Anchorage shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Wilkins dishes to Pippen. They set the pick. Bounce pass, Price. And the shot is good. Clingan's got it all tied up now for Anchorage.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wemby sets a screen for Pierce. Pass to Wemby. It's stolen by Barkley. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot in hand, the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
For Anchorage, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Clingan the screen for Price. And it's Clingan with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's against Pippen. A 3 from Wemby. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 7.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
A crossover, and there's a nice layup by Clingan. And Anchorage leads by 2.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Takes it inside. Outside, Pierce. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's good for 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now here's Pierce. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging over 13 points a game.
And the outside shooting presence helped Pierce open up the lane there.
Here is Price. A 2-point game. Pass to Clingan. Back to Price. Here's Clingan. Open for 3. Wemby with the rebound. And here's Wemby. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They host the 76ers after this. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pierce the pass to Wembenyama. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Wembenyama's got 9.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pippen outside.
That pass into the paint, a work of art there, dead on target.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Now here's Turkoglu. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Pass to Champagny. It's stolen by Barkley. Basket good. Now it's a 4-point Anchorage lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Anchorage.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so here's Anchorage after the basket by Charlotte. Here's Price, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Circle up top. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And some changes for Anchorage. Walker's checked in for Donovan Clingan. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Wilkins. And here's Turkoglu. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Wide open shot is on the money.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Charlotte has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
Into the lane. Outside Jennings. Pass to Turkoglu. Now here's Chandler.
Well, a huge wingspan, even for that center position. Chandler can throw it down from really anywhere within a few feet of the rim.
Price kicks to Barkley. Pass to Pajemski. Inside, here's Walker. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chased out for a three-point play. It's on Hedo Turkoglu, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Turkoglu setting the pick for Wembenyama. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. Gets it off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Anchorage leads by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Three-tenths quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hornets trail by 4. And for Charlotte, they've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with Tracy McGrady, and it's Crawford at the point. Count that bucket. Crawford's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hornets. Anchorage shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point. Wilkins against Crawford. Wilkins, the pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Over McGrady. That misses off the backboard. The Hornets shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. To tie it up. Rebound by Anchorage. It's deflected, and as it goes out of bounds, Anchorage able to keep the ball here. Paul Pierce is checked in for Charlotte. Heinrich comes in for Jamal Crawford. It's tipped. Pierce with the steal. And now run up the court. Pierce pushing it up. A three from Wembenyama. Wilkins grabs the miss. And the foul on Paul Pierce. And that'll be his third foul so far. First team foul. Back to Walker. Good ball movement here by Anchorage. Wilkins in the post. Oh!
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Wembenyama with it. Guarded by Walker. And here we go. Anchorage fast break. Pippen dishes to Wilkins. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Pippen with it. Now Pierce defending. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists tonight. Wembenyama, a screen on Pippen. That's in, and the Anchorage lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Paul Pierce.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now a timeout call by Anchorage. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Anchorage's coach was going over with his guys. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thanks so much. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
With the drive. A three from Wembenyama. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Heinrich with the steal. Pass to McGrady. Outside for Wembenyama. Misses the three.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Steps back. Price outside. Klingon the screen for Pippen. To the inside. Just 4 to shoot.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And Anchorage making a change here. Wilkins is checked in. Hornets trail by 9. Here's McGrady. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 3 assists now in this one.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more than before this one's over.
From 15 feet away, it's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hornets trail by 8. Knocks down the 3.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. 3, good.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Now, here is McGrady, and he cans it in.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Barkley against Wembenyama. Barkley down low. And the rejection by Wemby to take the lead, trained from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Anchorage. Price against Heinrich. Barkley left side. Heinrich against Price. 5 on the clock. We've seen some great competition in this one.
We have 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
McGrady against Wilkins. Now Wembenyama lets loose a 3. The shot is off.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Wembenyama, a screen on Wilkins. No good from 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That one goes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Charlotte calls timeout. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And there's the drive. Jackhammers in.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Deep ball.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So they foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And so